running their record to 16-3, and now 6-2 in Central State 8 play. Coach Neil Alexander now joining us. Coach, congratulations on the win. What seemed like for the first 2.5 quarters, the game was kind of being played at Rochester's pace. The defense seemed to turn up the intensity midway through the third quarter, and then from there through the fourth quarter, a lot of defense and a lot of Nathaniel Smith driving straight to the basket.
Well, we kind of ran our offense the way it's supposed to be ran in the fourth quarter with our cutters right down the middle and scoring those back to the layups. But if you don't cut, you're not there to get those. So, 3 or 4 years, this group here, we put this offense in 4 years ago. And it was put in because we didn't want to pick back 4 or 5 years ago. The kids loved it. Everybody got to play the perimeter. Everybody got to make basket cuts and so forth. And I think it's kind of wore off to where we don't want to make our cuts. And if you don't cut this offense, it doesn't execute very well. And again, we have to execute to be a good basketball team.
Yeah, Coach, it looked like early on in the first half, Rochester, as Jeff mentioned, really at their pace, kind of picked where they wanted to pass the ball, got some shots to fall down, and really the Railers up, I believe, 5 at half. We were in a ball game by halftime.
Well, I told the kids if anybody's seen us play, they're going to play. They're not going to zone us. I don't think anybody in the right mind would zone us and things. So, we have to be able to. We scored half the points tonight is what we did last night. But and I think that we made shots last night. It helped us with our morale and how we played on the floor, and that can't happen. Your defense has to dictate your mentality on the floor, and we go the other way. Our offense dictates it.
Coach, it seemed for a good chunk of the third quarter, a lot of minutes tonight from Max Cook and Will Podbelzik, and they did pretty well while they were out there.
Well, they did. We just didn't seem to have any hop in our legs, and those guys come in and done a nice job, and that's what a team's about. If you got somebody that's not playing up to par and feeling good and things like that, then you got guys that can come in off the bench, and we're trying to establish. Pod played a little in the second half. Jake Olson played the first half, and that's given us a little bit of experience, so we will have going down the stretch.
Coach, especially late in the third quarter, into the fourth, Nathaniel Smith getting some rebounds and really going coast to coast. Is that the one thing that you've kind of talked with him about as far as getting a rebound and not just trying to find Jordan Nelson or not trying to find Jordan Gessner and get the ball? Have Smitty bring it up, and if he's got numbers, attack the basket late, especially late in the game. It looked like he kind of wanted to get to the hole and take things over.
Well, if Smitty gets a rebound, we should be getting out and down the floor, getting our feet set, let him penetrate and find you. And I know Jordan hit a three with that dribble penetration kick to the corner, and those are when he's at his best, when he's catching the ball and just going right up with it and shooting, and that makes us a lot better in those situations. So we want to continue to do what we're doing, and we're not changing. We're too far into the year to make drastic changes. We just got to execute a little better.
Coach, coming up Friday night, a non-conference foe in Highland. They've got some size. What can we expect from them?
Well, I was talking to their coach, and their two best players were on 6-game suspension for whatever reason. And they lost 3 games by 1 point during that time. So you're looking at a team that's 11-6 right now. You put those over on the other side. Now that they're 14-3, it's a matchup that we've got to be concerned about. And our guys, they've got a good guard in Beebe, and then they've got Donaldson that's there that can play and move, and they've got some other players to go along with them. So, if we come ready and not prepared to really get after, we'll be in trouble.
Yeah, reading the program, Hartlieb, I believe, their leading scorer, and we've seen him a couple times here on Monday and Wednesday, and a really active 6'4", can jump, can shoot it from the outside. I saw Donaldson went down with an injury tonight's game, but it's going to be a tough matchup and a good matchup for the Railers on Friday night. Then you got to come back and play Saturday morning against Taylorville, and then Chatham Glenwood, of course, on Saturday night.
Well, I thought, it's going to be, 3 games there in less than 24 hours. So, we're just going to have to, come play and be prepared to play. And hopefully, with this little bit of depth that we're getting, we're going to be able to put some people in and save some legs so, we can stretch it out a little bit. But, again, we want to make sure that we push our defense to where our defense is how we play and sets the tone of the game, not our offense.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll see you back here Friday night against Highland. Safe travels home, and we'll see you Friday.
Okay.
Whalers with the victory tonight, 43-27. We'll be back to wrap it up in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Whaler Basketball.